Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button and give this video like up. In the quiet world of Hope Valley, 2025 has already proven to be one of the most talked about years in the long-running legacy of When Calls the Heart. While fans have followed the heartwarming stories of friendship, family, and resilience for more than a decade, the new whispers surrounding the upcoming chapters promise to take the series to an entirely different height. Every corner of Hallmark discussions right now seems filled with speculation, excitement, and passionate debate as the creative team continues to carefully weave a path that both honors the roots of the series and dares to step boldly into uncharted emotional territory. This year has not been short of surprises, and as each week goes by, the curtain is being slowly lifted on the larger vision that Hallmark and the writers are bringing forward. To truly understand the significance of what is happening now, it's important to dive deep into the subtle storytelling decisions, the relationships shifting beneath the surface, and the whispers about how production is setting the stage for what might be the most ambitious season in the show's history. What makes 2025 particularly thrilling is that the series is no longer simply about day-to-day Hope Valley life. It is about transitions. It's about how people rebuild after losses, and how even the strongest bonds can be tested when confronted with difficult choices. If you've been following the arc of Elizabeth Thornton, you know that her journey has always been the emotional heart of the show. Yet never before has she been placed in such a delicate balance, navigating not just questions of romance, but also her responsibilities as a mother, a teacher, and a leader in a community that looks up to her. Elizabeth's world in 2025 is filled with both light and shadow. The joy she finds in her students continues to be the cornerstone of her daily life. But the undercurrent of tension surrounding her personal relationships can no longer be ignored. After seasons of waiting, fans are more eager than ever to see if her connection with Nathan will finally blossom into the great romance many believe has been building since his earliest days in Hope Valley. Yet, the writers have added layers of complexity, refusing to give an easy resolution. Nathan, as dependable and honorable as ever, now finds himself facing decisions that could either cement his bond with Elizabeth or place a wall between them once more. The beauty of this storyline lies in its unpredictability. Every interaction between them feels like a mixture of unspoken longing and cautious restraint, keeping audiences on the edge of their seats. Meanwhile, Hope Valley itself is changing. The town has always been portrayed as a sanctuary, a place where hardships can be faced together, where unity is the community's greatest strength. But this year, the storylines are reflecting a new reality. Growth brings challenges, and not everyone adapts to change in the same way. Businesses are expanding, new families are arriving, and with them come different perspectives that sometimes clash with the traditions that have long held the town together. This quiet tension simmering beneath the surface is giving the season a refreshing depth. Viewers are no longer just watching cozy storylines, but are being asked to reflect on bigger questions. How do communities hold on to their identity when faced with progress? How do individuals redefine themselves when confronted with change they cannot control? One of the most exciting developments has been the emergence of fresh storylines for supporting characters who often remained in the background in earlier years. For example, viewers are seeing Fiona take on new responsibilities that test both her independence and her willingness to trust others. Once known for her ambition and determination, Fiona is now finding herself in situations where she must balance her professional drive with the vulnerability of opening her heart. It's this balance between ambition and emotion that is resonating with fans, as many can relate to the struggle of pursuing dreams while still longing for connection. Similarly, Joseph and Minnie Canfield's presence in Hope Valley continues to offer powerful storytelling about faith, family, and resilience. This year, however, their journey is going beyond personal triumphs. The challenges they face are raising broader questions about what it means to truly belong in a community. Their storylines reflect not just individual growth, but the collective growth of Hope Valley itself, adding a rich layer to the season's thematic fabric. Another subtle but fascinating element has been the way Hallmark is expanding the narrative to hint at opportunities outside the immediate boundaries of Hope Valley. For years, the show has remained mostly contained within the town, giving audiences the comfort of a familiar setting. But in 2025, there are subtle signals that the world of When Calls the Heart may begin to stretch further. Letters, visitors from afar, and whispers of opportunities beyond the town hint at future plot lines that could bring beloved characters face to face with difficult choices about whether to stay in the valley they love or pursue new chapters elsewhere. These teases are especially intriguing because they bring both excitement and a little nervousness for fans after all. Change often comes with both gains and losses. Of course, any update about When Calls the Heart in 2025 would be incomplete without mentioning the behind-the-scenes energy that is fueling all of this anticipation. The cast has been particularly engaged with fans this year, offering small hints about what's coming while carefully protecting the bigger surprises. Interviews have revealed that the actors themselves feel this season is one of the most emotional and layered yet, describing it as a year where relationships evolve in unexpected ways and where characters are pushed to confront their deepest fears and desires. There's also a sense that the production team is leaning into more cinematic storytelling. The cinematography has become more expansive, capturing sweeping landscapes alongside intimate character moments. The music, too, has been noted for taking on new emotional tones, at times carrying a more dramatic flair that underscores the heightened emotions of the season. These creative choices suggest that Hallmark is not just maintaining the show, but is actively investing in elevating it to new artistic heights. For longtime viewers, one of the greatest joys has been watching how the children of Hope Valley are beginning to step into their own storylines. This year, those younger voices are given more screen time, reminding audiences that the legacy of the town lies not only in the current generation, but also in those who will shape its future. The interplay between children and adults adds a heartwarming element, grounding the show in its message that family and community remain central, no matter how the world changes around them. Still, with all the excitement, fans are keenly aware that every joyful moment carries the possibility of heartbreak. The writers have mastered the art of balancing sweet resolutions with dramatic cliffhangers, and 2025 seems to be amplifying that pattern. Characters who appear steady may suddenly reveal doubts. Relationships that seem unshakable may face unexpected tests. This sense of uncertainty has kept fan discussions buzzing, with countless theories about who might make life-changing choices before the season ends. Perhaps the most compelling aspect of the 2025 updates is the promise of legacy. When Calls the Heart has always been about more than just romance or community drama. It has been about how love, faith, and hope can endure across time. The creative team seems deeply committed to ensuring that these themes remain central even as the storytelling grows bolder. For fans, this balance between honoring tradition and embracing evolution is precisely what makes this series so beloved. And as production continues, speculation only grows louder. Will Elizabeth and Nathan finally allow their hearts to align? After years of hesitation, will Hope Valley's unity survive the pressures of change and growth? Will beloved characters stay in the town or be drawn to new horizons? These questions, layered with emotion and suspense, are ensuring that When Calls the Heart remains one of the most captivating stories on television today. In the end, 2025 feels like a turning point. It is not a simple continuation of what came before, but rather a bold step into a new chapter. The world of Hope Valley is still filled with warmth, laughter, and love. But now it is also infused with an energy that hints at transformation. For fans watching from around the world, This season is not just another year in the life of Hope Valley, it is a reminder that even in the most familiar places, change is inevitable, and growth is both beautiful and challenging. So, as the episodes unfold, audiences are encouraged to hold on tightly to their favorite characters, to cherish the quiet moments of joy, and to brace themselves for the unexpected turns ahead. Because in Hope Valley, just as in life, the journey is never predictable, but it is always worth taking.